In the heart of Mexico, where ancient legends intertwine with modern life, there exists a chilling tale that has haunted generations, the legend of La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Mexico City, lived a beautiful woman named Maria. Blessed with a voice that could enchant the birds, she captivated the heart of a wealthy nobleman. Their love blossomed into a whirlwind romance, and soon, Maria found herself pregnant with his child. However, their happiness was short-lived. The nobleman, consumed by his pride and ambition, abandoned Maria and their unborn child. Heartbroken and alone, Maria wandered the streets, her tears staining her cheeks. As her due date approached, Maria sought refuge in a secluded chapel. There, she gave birth to twin boys, but her joy turned to despair when the nobleman refused to acknowledge them. Driven by desperation, Maria drowned her children in the nearby river, hoping to spare them from a life of poverty and shame. But her act of desperation only brought her eternal torment. The spirits of her children haunted her, their cries echoing through the night. Maria's grief transformed her into a spectral figure, her long, flowing hair covering her face as she wandered the streets, wailing for her lost children. From that day forward, La Llorona became a symbol of maternal anguish and loss. Her mournful cries, "Ay, mis hijos, oh, my children," could be heard throughout the night, chilling the hearts of those who crossed her path. One fateful evening, a young man named Juan was returning home from a late-night errand. As he passed by the river, he heard the faint sound of weeping. Curiosity overcame him, and he cautiously approached the water's edge. There, in the dim moonlight, he saw a shadowy figure standing on the bank. Her hair cascaded over her shoulders like a silken waterfall, and her face was hidden behind a veil of tears. Juan's heart skipped a beat as he realized he was in the presence of La Llorona. Fear propelled him forward, but as he drew closer, he noticed something peculiar. The woman's cries seemed to be directed at something in the water. Juan peered into the river and gasped in horror. Floating on the surface were the bodies of two young children. Their faces were pale and lifeless, their eyes staring blankly up at the sky. Juan's mind raced as he realized the truth: these were the children of La Llorona. Overwhelmed by pity and compassion, Juan reached out to the woman and offered his help. But as his fingers brushed against her cold, wet skin, she vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the sound of her mournful cries. From that night forward, Juan dedicated his life to helping those who had lost their loved ones. He became a beacon of hope for the grieving, offering solace and comfort to those who had experienced the pain of loss. And so, the legend of La Llorona continues to be passed down through generations, a haunting reminder of the enduring power of maternal love and the devastating consequences of despair.